Let's jump into it. So I've actually just got this set up here in kind of my man cave office set up here right now. So I'll show you what this actually comes with and everything that's included. So you have a charging block here that you can use to actually charge up your batteries. It also comes with this bag, which they recommend that you put the batteries in to prevent what's called lipo fires. So it's nice that they include this. And then you've also got some of these twist ties that you can use to tidy up some of the wires inside the unit, and this is just a warning label on the battery charging. Other than that, it comes with the remote control here. So this has many different functionalities, and you will need 4 AA batteries to power this, which are not included, so you'll have to provide those. This particular RC car is actually a 1/8 scale. It's probably one of the largest ones that I've demoed of the Legendary RC cars, and it's really, really cool, very large. Just to give kind of an idea, let me see if I can compare this to something. So I have a microwave over here and a mini fridge, and this is the unit here. As another comparison, we'll use some cool retro stuff I've got sitting around. There's a Super Nintendo and an old Sega Genesis, and this is how big this thing is, right? It's bigger than the 2 of those. It's absolutely massive. So I'm gonna go through, I'll show you some of the main things that you're gonna wanna do with this when you first set it up. So initially, there's 4 clip pieces here that go all around the entire unit. So each of these are basically held on by these small metal pieces. You simply can just remove these and you'll be able to put them back in. Just obviously make sure you don't lose them. This by default will not have the lights attached. You have your top LED lights, you have your front lights, and then you also have the rear brake lights as well. So all of those actually have to be connected, and it's very simple. So once you've removed those clasps, you just take this piece up. The battery is basically right here, and this comes with an 1800 mAh battery, so this thing is really going to have some good juice for quite a while. And you also have these massive support brackets in both the front and the rear. You have a nice bumper here. This could even be used as a hitch if you wanted to like tow something with it. And you also have the winch in the front here, which is fully functional with the remote. So I'll demo that before we go outside. But basically the straightforwardness of this is more or less you have these little labels here. You're going to have a small plug with 4 pins, and each of these plugs, as you can see, has a little it's actually a 3-prong pin, but inside you'll only see there's 2 metal connections. So as you can see here, I have the end piece with no cap on the inside, just hanging off, and all of these are labeled. So you're just going to match L to L, S to S, R to R, and F to F. And each of those, once you've connected them, that's going to give you all the lights for the entire system. Again, optional, and you just want to be cautious as you remove this so the wires don't get ruined. You also need to connect the battery, which is this guy here. Once you've done that, you can power this on. So we'll go ahead and do that now. This is the button here to power it on. You just flip this, and now it's basically ready to go. We now have to turn on the remote, and I've already added the batteries. So I'm going to flip it on here. And you can hear it does a little chime. So it's basically now ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead, put the cover back on, and we'll actually attach the clasps. And I can do a little demo. It can be a little bit tough to match this up, but these are real simple. Now that you have these, there's a small hole that each of these can be inserted into, and you just twist it to the side, and now that's going to keep this from falling off. So we're just going to insert each of these, make sure that this is fully secure, because obviously we don't want the cover coming off. And you can already see by default, what the cool thing about this is the actual lights are already coming on. So we have our front lights here, which are very bright, and then we have the front lights here. And it's actually dark here. It's about 6 o'clock. It gets pretty dark here now this time of year, so you'll actually be able to see how well you could use this even at nighttime. So now this is fully secure. Before we take it outside, I do want to show you the winch functionality. On the remote, you have these 2 buttons, and one of these basically loosens it. I think that's loosened it here. So I can pull this out. And this thing, you can see it doesn't give it too much drag, but it actually will fully function as an actual usable winch. And then we can bring it all the way back in. So that's a little demo of that. You can change the channels here, so this will change the speed of the actual motor, and then you also have your light control, which is going to be your channel 3. I believe that changes the lights, or maybe doing a different functionality. I have another Legendary that does something a little bit different there, but ultimately do a little demo of it here. So you can see it starts to move pretty good. It's going to take my carpet up. let's take it outside. We'll do a little demo. One nice thing about this particular unit is I can actually lift it from the whole bumper here, and now that I have the cover on, but we can still use this out here. So I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm just gonna move it with my foot. Obviously I need to hold the camera in the other hand, but do a little demo here over some snow. And this thing, you know, here's like a good mountain here. So this thing will probably chew right through a lot of this if I get the right angle. That one might be a little bit too tough for it. We can go over some snow, and it works pretty well. And definitely like very usable at night. Again, pretty dark here. We do have some street lights and stuff, but I really love how it has like the reverse lights and everything. You know, again, if you're looking for something that's for speed, this probably isn't it. But if you're looking for something that can traverse and is ultimately just gonna look really cool, I think this would be a good one to go for. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video review, and this gave you a little cool example, like demo here at night. Again, just don't expect super fast speeds with this. It's not really designed for that. I may even have it set, let me see, I'm gonna do a quick, there it's a little bit faster now that I turn that off. I think I can even go one more setting. But yeah, it's not super fast, it's just not really designed for that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video review, found this helpful, and if you're looking for something like this, really can't go wrong with it, and I hope you enjoyed the video.